This is from Louis Armstrong. What a wonderful world. Love the lines. I see skies of blue and clouds of white, the bright blessed day, the dark sacred night, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The other line that I love is, the colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people going by. So music's been a part of my life since such a young age. Took piano lessons from Sister Rose Cecile for the obligatory 5 years, and about age 12 or 13, discovered the guitar, and that just opened up broad horizons, connecting all of what I learned and discovering rock and roll and popular music. So all through high school, my brother and I, we were still playing bands together, but we started bands when we were too young to drive. And about that time, the digital revolution was happening. Electrical technologies were changing rapidly at the time. And as I approached the decision to look at school, I thought, wow, what better platform than electrical engineering to stay close to the music industry that I loved by then at a very young age, and still have a platform for other alternatives and other options. So that's kind of what propelled me into engineering in the first place, and it's always been a part of my life ever since then as well. So kind of an interesting and I think fun way to connect life's passions to education and opportunities. So the energy industry is so fascinating. If you think about the fact that what we do is delivering in real time the energy that customers need and want, and it's always available for them. That to me, and that's been happening for well over a century now, that to me is like a well-tuned symphony with every part acting in unison, crescendo together to meet the peaks, laid back together when the peaks aren't necessary and when it's not part of the score. And so that's kind of the underlying rhythm of the industry, if you think about it that way. If you think about where we are today with a lot of innovation happening around the edges, around customers, around demand response, around really understanding with analytics the opportunity to transform the performance, if you will. It's like we've added jazz ensembles around the edges, a lot more improvisation, a lot more innovation, and it's the connection between all of that makes this such a fascinating and fun time to be in the industry. So I grew up in a community named Mingo Junction. My folks still live there. Think industrial heartland, steel mill town, rich tradition of manufacturing and the people that make that happen, just wonderful people, dating back into the 1800s, following really the evolution of the energy industry. And that taught me the fundamental value of what we do, understanding how essential energy is to drive our economy and to support what our customers do, whether it's the largest of all of our industrials or the most vulnerable of our residential customers. Understanding how all that fits together, got that experience firsthand growing up in a community like that, and still stay very connected to that. Energy is such a key part of that part of our economy and those communities, and looked at how important it was to keep that vibrant and stay focused on, ultimately, on our customers, and how important it is for communities like Mingo Junction and so many others across the country to know that they've got providers who are dedicated to supporting them with reliable, affordable energy and continuing to move forward as the economy transforms by providing that very fundamental necessity of modern life. I've had the good fortune since the beginning of my career of working close to our customers, the customers of the electric and the gas utility industry, and have seen firsthand, both from a field engineering role that I was in, as well as customer engineering roles, in many cases the most sophisticated large customers. And the benefit of that was the opportunity to see the value of what we do across the industry, whether you work in accounting or IT or engineering or operations, or you name it. We all come together to meet the needs and the very real expectations of those customers, including the opportunity to help grow the economy, where I've seen economic development opportunities. A lot of those experiences across my time, and real fortunate to have had the opportunity to have those experiences. Boy, energy to humanity is in so many ways the lifeblood of modern life. What we do together across the industry is so important to bringing those advances to all of our communities across the globe, the opportunity to improve lives, to make people more comfortable, to provide the inputs that help grow our economy, to improve healthcare, to just across the boards to improve life. And sometimes taken for granted, we understand that, but the foundational value that we provide to support life today, but also drives opportunities for the future is so critical and so essential for us to focus on.